Oh, thanks, Ian.
That's what I mean.
All right.
I don't
Hello, everybody. Here we are. We're in Shocktober at Meteor Uniplex, and we just watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And is this the first time you've ever seen this film?
Yes, yeah, it was.
Really, first time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you big horror fans?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
interested. I haven't gone too deep into it, but like watching this, it's really something.
Okay. So tell us, it was something. So what was your first impression of this film?
When we were first watching it, I was like, wow, some scenes are really dragged on comparison to other movies because it's a younger. Yeah. Because there's some scenes I was like, wow, it's really dragging a little bit, and I'm just like, because they want you to feel the suspense, they want you to feel scared, right? That was my impression of it. And then when one of the sons starts going on a massacre, start killing all the friends, I was like, oh my god, what's happening?
Why are you going into a house?
That was questionable to me.
Yeah, like just because the door is open, you're just gonna walk in.
I think this might have been the first movie that established that trope of like a bunch of teenagers together just getting massacred over and over again.
Yeah.
Now I've seen this movie like maybe 10 or 15 times, but I'm still shocked every time I see the first time Leatherface drags the guy into the room. Then when he takes the girl and he puts her on the hook, and then from then on. To me, it's like a nightmare. Just her screaming. Did you find it scary?
Yeah,
Yes.
I definitely had there were a few jump, when he would pop up. And,
Sure.
Move.
So let me ask you this: what's your favorite type of horror film?
I mean, I really like Scream.
Okay.
It would probably be one of my favorites.
Excellent. Okay, so is this probably the oldest horror you've seen?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, excellent.
I've seen Psycho.
Psycho, there you go.
So I mean, I think that's
That's even older, 60s, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So overall, did you enjoy this film?
Yes.
Yeah, it was fun.
Excellent. Okay, well, thank you for coming to Shocktober.
Yeah,
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Okay,
having us.
Caitlin, would you like to talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I would love to talk about Texas
Okay, so
Chainsaw Massacre.
this is your
Well, you guys just awkwardly scoot out of frame. You just stepped in
So
front of
this
you.
is your first time seeing this film?
Yes, it is.
Excellent, but you did say you read about the ending before,
Yeah,
right?
so while I did know the ending, I want to know the in between, and I thought, hey, perfect opportunity. Let's show up for Shocktober and let's see what it's all about.
And what was your impression of this film?
You know what? Touching on what you guys said last with typical tropes, but that's the beauty of seeing these old horror films. It's what makes the classics the classics. It's what makes horror such it's a big genre, right?
Sure.
You can have different types of horror, but the classics, this is what you think of when you think of a classic slasher film right there. One thing I really did like was a lot of the shots, when Kirk and Pam, I think it is, when they're walking through with the sunflowers and stuff.
Yes.
I like that shot. I like the shot where she had, what's her name? Sally? Sally, her eyes, the blood vessels and stuff, the close-ups. They linger on some scenes a little too long, I think, but I think it's just to push that effect of all of the prosthetics and the ugliness of it, all this cannibalism that's going on.
Right,
so you can't take that away from it.
So my favorite kind of horror movie is the kind that makes me look over my shoulder when I'm at home or peek under my bed. Is this movie gonna unsettle you think when you go home?
I don't think so. No.
Okay,
With me, it's the paranormal ones.
Okay.
This one made me think twice before I go hitchhiking and learn all the lessons that take away all the lessons my mom taught me, throw it out the window, that sort of thing.
Or going out to some weird parts of Essex County with these old houses and abandoned places. Yeah.
When I'm doing a counter drive from Leamington home, if I'm going, especially in the morning when it's dark, I'm like, this is the least likely time for someone to be on a slasher killing spree right now. But
you never know.
You never know. That's the thing. They didn't think it would be.
So what's your favorite horror film? Would you say?
Oh gosh, this is gonna sound a little lame, but The Conjuring. The first one. I do like that. I like a lot of the paranormal supernatural stuff, and I think just because there's so much based on a true story, there is actually so much history behind that.
Right.
Now I think it really hits the spot for me.
And
plus, I'm a sucker for some lore.
And this movie had that little disclaimer at the beginning that made it feel like a real story. Conjuring has that.
That's what I liked about that as well. It felt yes, this could happen. It's realistic.
Right.
I am a sucker for those ones as well.
Awesome. Oh, I agree. Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Thank
All
you
right.
guys.
What about over here? Oh,
take
look,
it.
we have some Texas Chainsaw fans. Oh, look at this. You walked right into the spotlight. Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna join us as well? Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay. Are you a horror movie fan?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen this film before?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your impression of it? Are you a big fan?
It's classic. It's really great, obviously. There's a lot of story to it. But I wanted to touch on it. That's why I wanted to hop in, because what they said earlier was a lot of things linger on, right? A lot of scenes take a really long, why don't they turn off the road? Why don't they ever pull over? And then
Sure.
at the end of the scene, which we always miss because we're trying to anticipate what's happening next or rush the story a bit so it keeps going. They can't because there's a truck following them so closely. He would have killed them all either way. So you miss this, right? So in a lot of scenes where these parts are ongoing, are adding layers to the story that you kind
Sure.
of miss by trying to quicken it up, right? So
You
it's
know,
just great.
I've seen it a bunch of times, but even I thought that maybe at the beginning, because it did take a long time to get it going, but I kind of thought they were taking too long with the first guy. Then the gas station. I thought, why did they need that in there? Then I realized it's not till later you realize these guys are all connected. This is the son, this is the father, this is the brother. You don't realize that it's all at once.
You
Oh,
know?
it's great.
Yeah, it really takes its time. So it's really classic that way. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming to Shocktober.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I didn't even get to say my favorite horror movie. I thought about
Oh
it.
shit!
every
What's your
day.
favorite horror movie, Nicole?
We just watched Event Horizon and I'd never seen it. It was awesome.
And that's your favorite horror movie?
Right now.
I have never seen
actually
it. I thought that
loved
was a sci-fi. No.
It's kind of both.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
had
Never
never
seen it. Can you
It's
believe
good.
that?
Even if
Amber,
it's
do you want
not,
to
I
say
don't
something too?
Amber has a lot to say. She was saying it with
Okay.
me.
Okay. You can jump in after. Okay. Okay. Or you can jump in right now.
Come on,
jump in
Amber.
right now.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay. We have two Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans right here. Have you seen the movie before?
Once a long time.
Long time
It's been
ago.
a hot minute. It's been a very hot minute.
And what was it like seeing it again tonight?
It was
I
it was good. I mean, obviously it's based in the 70s, or filmed in the 70s.
filmed in the 70s, yeah.
But you can see a lot of like the cool different aspects. What really caught me in the first scene was when they're coming out of the van, and it's just kind of panning around
Yep.
the weeds and doing
Sure.
that. I'm like, okay, that was a cool little thing that they did. It's like you see like the evolution of film over the years.
There's some pretty cool shots in there, I noticed, right? Even like when the first guy gets killed and then the camera's right behind the girl and she's like walking and it's like you see the clouds and it's a weird shot, but it's effective, I think, right? It's a lot of stuff like that.
But my thing was, you have never seen Event Horizon.
That's what the most important about tonight is I have not seen
you know,
Event Horizon.
you can only see so many.
Maybe you'll have to put a
you can
request
keep seeing
in
them,
and
though. We
can
have
stream it
time.
here, right?
100%. That will.
Okay.
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 Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne. It's a cult classic.
And what's your favorite horror film?
My favorite horror film altogether. I really like As Above, So Below.
Which I don't think I've seen, but I've heard of it. Look at this. I have all these
There's
gaps.
really not a lot of like
That's crazy.
known people in the movie. It's like one
Okay.
of those hidden gems, but that's like one of my favorites.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming to Shocktober. Okay. You were a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, and I heard that you kind of agree with the killers in this one. You side with them.
Here's the thing. At what point in history did it become okay? Why was it okay in the 70s to walk into some dude's house when you've been told and warned not to go into this guy's house? He doesn't want to be bothered. Clearly, he was minding his own business, making his arts and crafts. We saw this. The furniture, the sun catchers, this was all, whether we agree with it or not, clearly this is his art. Why
have
would
to
you go
accept
bug him?
Everyone, right? Diverse ideas, diverse cultures, right?
There is. We have to get behind this, you know, and it looked like a lot of it was from the cemetery. And again, I don't condone the behavior.
But they deserved it. That's the point.
Justifiable homicide. You can't walk into somebody's house in Texas. If you do that now, they'll shoot you.
Okay. That being said,
Tell me I'm wrong.
what is your favorite horror film?
My favorite horror film. That's an interesting question. So I am more of your psychological thriller, but I'm also a very traditionalist girl. I like Psycho.
Oh,
I
love
like your
Psycho.
Norman Bates. I like
Sure.
that more, you know, like that mentally tortured serial killer.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I like that.
I like Psycho too. Big fan. But thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. Okay, so I think I see it. So,
Oh, hey.
I remember you used to YouTube at all, like the
I don't mean to interrupt, but we're gonna wrap it up over here.
Yes.
If there's any comments about Texas Chainsaw
It's
Massacre
amazing.
over here? Do you have any comments about Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Let me it seems realistic, so it's like scary as shit.
Yeah.
So it's like that's all I am. It's like you know it's from the 70s. but it looks so realistic that it's like this shit's really happening.
I agree.
Right?
Looks like
It's
a
like a whole movie,
documentary.
it's sort of like a whole movie.
Yeah.
And I saw also like the Michael Myers thing. When he first killed his daughter or his sister, right? You see the hand going, and the camera with the mask.
Sure.
That looks so realistic, like he's doing it rather than having someone visually see him in front of you, like, oh, look, he's showing me. Like, it's just he's more scared that way than.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all.
there's things in this movie where you're right. It felt like a documentary, not like a Hollywood movie. It felt like you were watching a real thing happen.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that too. Yeah.
All right, and it is based, like we all know, it's based. Most of these stuff is based on like a games.
Yes, that's
you know,
true.
It's even more
Yeah.
bizarre.
More bizarre.
You
You're
realize,
right.
oh, this is real happening. This guy's like crazy. He just goes around wearing a leather face.
Right.
And stuff like
So,
that.
are you a horror movie guy?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite horror movie film?
I would say Michael Myers at the moment.
Sure.
Right now.
Yeah. Well, he's up there for me. Halloween,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, he just has like creepy face, but mask. He's
Of
like,
course, William Shatner. All the
he
way,
doesn't say
right?
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything. He's just like, you know, but he's more scared. He just breathes. He doesn't say anything. He just goes
Right.
around, and somehow you can get a knife out of nowhere and start stabbing people.
We don't question that. We don't question the logic. Okay, over here we have Colin. Are you a Texas Chainsaw
Yes.
Massacre fan?
Absolutely.
All right, and you've seen it before?
Many, many times.
Okay, so now you've seen it many times. What did you notice different tonight? Was it something stand out or something, or what did you think?
Everything that stands out to me is the camera angles. The way
Gotcha.
the movie shot, them zooming in of Sally, zooming in and out, and then showing her eyeballs. And just the one scene I still question is the truck driver scene.
Okay,
The
at
truck
the end?
driver just running.
Sure,
I was
okay.
always going to
Chaos.
question that. I still question that. But the movie still holds off amazing. It still holds off on us. I mean, it's still one of the best, scariest movies of all time.
It is, I agree.
Being that old, the 1974 feel.
And it's still the scariest movie.
Yep.
I agree. But now we gotta ask this guy right here.
Oh,
Okay. TJ, I know it's no dog soldiers, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what did you think of
So
this is your first time seeing
this
it?
is my first time seeing it,
Wow.
100%. Like I've seen a few clips here and there, and like I was telling Zach earlier, I'm like, yep, that was the movie, and I have now seen it.
Okay, that sounds like you were not
It's-
overly
I'm
impressed
not-
by it.
I wasn't overly impressed, but I wasn't underwhelmed. Like it wasn't a bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's an early 70s horror movie. Now, mind you, I'm not a horror movie guy.
Okay.
So,
What could they have done to make it
But-
better, you think?
you know what? I don't know what they could have done at the time to actually make it there. Like, you know, no, the shots were good. The cameras were great. Everything about it was like solid. There were a few times I found that they just stayed on the same scene for too long.
Yeah, I
and
can agree
just,
with that.
And
A
just
little
went
bit.
and just did a lot
Yeah.
of jump cuts and
Yeah.
just stayed on the same thing. Where it's like, you dragged it out for 5 minutes. Could have been 2.
Okay.
But no, it's a movie. I'm not gonna give it a thumbs up. I'm not gonna give it some. You know, it's in the middle. It's in the middle.
Thumb in the middle.
Thumb in the middle. It is a culturally significant movie for horror
Sure.
films because this is like one of the first mass killer films.
Yes, true.
And I have seen it, and it is a oh god, I forget what I was gonna say there. No. It's a shared experience
Okay.
film. That's what I was getting
Yeah,
at.
the
It
communal
is-
experience, yeah.
It is a communal experience
Yeah.
film where, you know, everyone can say, hey, I've seen this
Yeah.
film, and everyone
Yes.
can talk about it. It's a communal experience.
Okay, last question. What's your favorite horror film?
Evil Dead.
All right. Okay, good choice.
Evil Dead.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up to Shocktober, EJ. All
Well,
right.
I'll be here next week.
There you go. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You
Until
be here
time.
next week.
Woo! Yeah, we'll see you then. Okay, bye.